is a delicious cookie.
Good evening, ones and zeros and non-binary heroes. How is everybody tonight on this lovely total eclipse of Playotic evening?
Eclipse of my fart.
Don't come at me with that sort of energy right now. I don't know what to say. It's Monday. That means it's unprepared, which means we run a one-shot that I've never read before, that I've done no preparation to run. And I'm, as always, your game master, joined by my lovely players. Players, say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So enthused. Sorry we're late. We were dealing with some technical issues, and always takes a bit of wind out of your sails when you're excited to play D&D and you just have to sit there fighting echoes and feedback for 20 minutes instead of just hanging out and having a good time. But we're here. We're live. Ethan Monkey Man says, nice haircut.
Thank you.
Did you get a haircut?
I don't know.
I did it myself. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
See, I didn't even
Oh,
fucking notice.
yes, I did it.
He's
You
a
didn't
frugal
do
boy.
it. You gave me new hair color.
It's all part of the hairstyle. Speaking of style, we are going to be streaming in style this weekend. Friday, starting at 5 p.m., and then again Saturday, pretty much all day. Sunday, pretty much all day. We're doing Extra Life, Tabletop Appreciation Weekend. 10 games. 9 of them are going to be D&D. 1 of them is going to be Call of Cthulhu. I believe it's going to be Game 4, which will be the second game of the day on Saturday. We've got some faces that you're familiar with. We've got some faces that you've never seen before. All coming to help the kids raise some money for Extra Life, a program of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's going to be a fun time. Even if you can't donate, literally every dollar counts, but I know some people are not in a position to be charitable. I totally understand that. So even if you can't, please do come on by because it's going to be a fun time regardless of your ability to be charitable. Each game is going to be about 2.5 hours long, or around about 2 hours with introductions and everything and intermissions. So if you can only stop by for a little bit, that's fine. Everything's self-contained in a one-shot, so you don't have to stick around for the full 3 days to know what's going on. You know what else is going on, though, is that in May, Ash and I, along with G.U.P.R.E.P.A.R.E.D, are going to be returning to GalaxyCon in Oklahoma City. We will be running the tabletop area, or I say we'll be running it. We'll be running games in the tabletop area, and maybe a little bit more, but if you're going to be in the area of Oklahoma City that weekend, May 24th through 27th, I believe, or 24th through 26th, something like that, and you want to stop by and say hello or even play with us in person, please do that. I'm looking for a button, sorry. Did you also know that we're an affiliate with Misty Mountain Gaming? For those that didn't know, you can use the code Playotic15 to save 15% or more, just 15% on your purchase. By switching to Geico. Every Misty Mountain dice or gaming accessory has a lifetime warranty. The dice also come with a natural 20 guarantee, courtesy of Rob. So if they ever
Does Rob know about that?
I don't know.
Do we need to tell Rob?
I think he saw us mention it one time and he went, "Oh no," and then left.
Okay.
But they do legitimately come with a lifetime warranty against chips, cracks, and other defects. As long as you make sure you keep your receipt or the bag or container that came in, you can send them back and they will send you a replacement. If you get their gaming journals and you fill it up with all the notes that we know everybody takes during their D&D sessions, you can send the journal back to them and they will rebind it for you with fresh pages, sending you the old ones back and everything. That's about all the plugs I have. I just want to get those out of the way so that we could focus on the game tonight. let's see, who's that? We got Kaylee in chat. We got Ryan in chat. We got Monkey Man in chat. We got all the usual. I was gonna
Chat
say
people.
like, I was gonna say like criminals or heathens or something, but that's like,
Playmates.
yeah, we got the usual playmates in chat with us tonight.
Fucking hate
Uh,
that.
And I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it, so
Playotic
the
Playmates.
Playotic Playmates. It's a
Bad
completely
mouthful.
original branding that I've never heard in my life before. I don't know what you're talking about. Playmates have a great mouthfeel.
Anyway, how about
yeah,
that
and
eclipse?
how about that eclipse? Did anybody get to see the total eclipse of our farts today? I know we got to see it. We were fortunate enough to see it in the backyard, and the clouds broke just in time. So, Red Panda did.
See it? And yeah, I stared at it with my bare eyes. I had a
Are you
headache for
trying to like
20 minutes
challenge the
after.
sun?
No,
He's trying
so
to-
I thought that maybe like the deep state was lying about not staring into the sun, otherwise you'd get like superpowers. All I got was a headache though. And my vision was a little bit screwed up for like the next 20 minutes.
Can you get your VA rating increased as a result?
Well, I'd never end up complaining about my eyes in the army, so no.
Wow.
Oh, darn. What a
It
shame.
do be like that.
It do be like that. Look, I'd be lying if I said I didn't stare at the sun a few times myself. I will not disclose whether that was on
You
purpose or an
literally told
accident.
Charlie you did that so you thought you could strengthen your eyes to stare at the sun.
I told Charlie that. I didn't tell you and the millions of people watching us right now that.
Just like that time you were like, yeah, I put putty in my hair.
Yeah.
No, it was like, what do you think I am, stupid? I put putty
Hey,
in my
what's
hair.
up, Red Panda? Not Red Panda.
That's Gup.
Red Beans and Dice. Sorry, we all know that I'm illiterate.
Yeah, you
next,
can't read.
Nyx grows to level 2 with that 27-month resubscription. Fucking hype. Yeah, no. So I used to believe that I could force evolution upon myself. Like I would breathe into a humidifier. Or I would stand over a humidifier breathing the water vapors, thinking that if I did that for long enough, I would adapt the ability to breathe underwater.
He has autism.
Something similar. I used to end up holding a lighter up to me, thinking that I'd build up a
What did you do?
Build up a resistance to dead batteries, apparently.
What did you do?
I was wondering why I went quiet. I thought it was me for a second.
No, you're
No.
good.
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Hi!
Is it working even without the headset?
No, I got one in.
Oh, you got one in. Okay.
I
Yeah,
am
so-
flip-flopping between them. I didn't get a whole lot of time to charge them.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, so you held up a lighter to your skin, thinking you'd adapt
Yeah.
the ability to like not
Be
burn
resistant
yourself.
to fire? Yeah.
There's a common thing happening here. See,
It
Ethan
didn't
has
work.
joined. Ethan has joined the military. I've joined the military, and Nolan wanted to join the military, and the common denominators were all idiots.
Yeah, there's a reason why they are people like us would be allowed in the military. I unfortunately was not smart enough, dumb enough question mark to lie about my disabilities.
Yeah, you
I
have to
can't hide
lie.
mine. I do
Yeah.
the spicy worm dance occasionally, so they would know easily.
Yeah. But he's like, I can't join the military. I have sleep apnea. I'm like, bitch, fucking lie.
Yeah, if only I had known to lie about qualifying factors so that they could accept me and then inevitably wash me out once they're like,
And then get VA payments for it by saying that you've got sleep apnea from the military.
yeah, because that's how that works. It's not genetic at all. Knowing my luck, I would have just joined the military and they would have fucked me up more and not given
I
me any
developed
kind of...
sleep apnea in the military.
See? I
Okay.
developed heartburn. Gersh.
Nausea,
I mean, yeah, I
diarrhea.
got that too, but yes. So, no, not even diarrhea. I just shit my pants randomly, and I don't know why.
Oh, is that what I hear in the mornings in the other bathroom?
Incontinence.
I love being incontinent.
Right.
I'm just delaying the inevitable at this point because tonight we're playing Treaty of the Tiger King, which
Well,
is a
Ethan's having
one-shot
problems.
that I've never read before. Oh, he's trying the dreaded headset. Oh, we're gonna see what happens.
Oh God.
Yeah. We've been
Does it work?
Oh,
Oh,
it does work.
hello.
It does? Look at that.
Yes, it works.
Ooh,
Man.
man.
Gatherings of 3 or more. Hey, Ash, you
What?
can probably relate to that.
I'm not talking about that.
I didn't say talk about it, but you can probably relate to that.
No.
No, we're just not touching that one with a 10-foot
No.
pole. All right.
God, I can hear Ethan's breathing.
Tonight's stream brought to you by Playotic Underwater. So
What?
I don't know. If I enable all the audio processing to like try to cut out some of the noises, it just sounds like everybody's underwater, and so it's
Give me 5 minutes.
Hey, you know what? I can just talk about anything for 5 minutes. In fact, let's see if this works still. Actually, shuck, I don't know what I would say. Wait, where'd it go? Why did it go away? Hang on a second. We're missing a key feature of the Unprepared. Did you all drink concentrated caffeine before stream? I should have. I was debating taking a muscle relaxer, honestly, because
Yeah.
for those that don't know, I hurt my neck back in October, and because we live in a society where healthcare is a privilege and not a right, I just have to deal with that for the rest of my life.
He's
God
mad at me
bless
because I cost him
capitalism.
money. Because I took him to the hospital. Because I
I'm
thought
not
he died.
mad at you. It's just, it's unfortunate that your caring concern for your best friend resulted in a $17,000 bill.
I thought you concussed yourself.
Wouldn't have been the first time.
I almost called 911 and I heard you in my head going, no!
If you called 911, I would have genuinely been mad at you, but going to the hospital to rule out a brain bleed is totally justifiable. Let's see, where is... That's why it got turned off. Give me a second here. I've got to move this. I like to move it. Would you believe that we actually play D&D on this show?
No.
No? Yeah, I refuse to
Well, what
believe
is
it,
that?
too.
Paulina's eating Twizzlers.
What the fuck?
They're not Twizzlers.
Are they red vines?
Yeah.
Okay, the superior candy.
No, I like
Superior
Twizzlers better. These were gifted to me. I have no choice but to eat them.
Love red vines.
No, you understand. My sister got this whole entire container
Holy
for $2.
shit!
For $2 at, what is it, Costco, I think?
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She's like, he'll never got how much I paid for them. And I was like, how much? She goes, $2. I was like, what?
God. Now you gotta eat them all, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like destined to eat them at this point, whether I want to or not. So I do prefer Twizzlers.
Alright, are we good? Are we Gucci?
Yeah.
I think.
Good to go. As good as it's gonna get, right? Until we,
Yeah.
where was I? All right, we're doing Treaty of the Tiger King. It's an adventure written by the Arcane Library, Kelsey Dione.
I picked this because I thought it was about Joe Exotic.
Because you thought it was about Joe Exotic. Well,
Yeah.
maybe if I'm
It
good
can
enough
be.
DM, I can change things on the fly to be about Joe.
You're gonna
Joe
be like,
Exotic.
I'm never gonna recover from this.
I'm never going to recover from that at all. No. In fact, let's get a little music going here, shall we? That's what we're missing. We're missing some atmosphere. Fuck, is that loud for everybody or just me?
Yes.
Why did that change volume? Hang on. Let's do that. Okay. Jesus bejeebus. Jesus, tap dancing Christ, as they say in my hometown.
Is your hometown in Utah?
No, actually, I don't have a hometown anymore because my family's dead.
He has a hometown. It's fucking Rochester, Michigan.
Wow, don't just fucking out me like that.
Fucking
We are playing the Unprepared. That is to say...
That is to say... We're unprepared.
I have too many things open. The Placeholder Pub is an inn. It is an inn. Hey, Faye, thanks for that follow. The Placeholder Pub is an inn or a tavern that exists both in and outside of time. It is the home of the unprepared, or better, or I should say, it's home of the unprepared, or I can't speak. It's home of the unorthodox non-persons and persons for recruited excursions, plunders, and reckless expedient discovery, or better known as the Unprepared. The Unprepared are the most interesting band of infamous adventurers you may ever meet. They're basically just a bunch of mercenaries, and when you post a job and a group of adventurers show up from the Unprepared, you know that they might get the job done. They might not get the job done, but somebody somewhere is going to get their face ripped off. Maybe the good guy, maybe the bad guy. But as we've learned by now, the hostess with the mostest, Linda, she kind of serves whatever your heart desires, although the menu does seem to be Denny's themed. And tonight we've got Sir Mar Divine, who recently obtained his nobility through the previous job that was completed. It was a reward. He could choose a magic item, some gold, or nobility, and so now he is now known as Sir Mar Divine. We have Ilvi the Sorcerer, and we have Azula Stormborn the Barbarian. Ilvi, you are quickly becoming one of the most seasoned adventurers in the Unprepared. Not many people last as long as you, and those that do become grizzled and jaded with age. But you seem to be taking Azula and Sir Mar under your wings, kind of hanging out at a table, waiting for your next job.
Look, the last time I tried to have a conversation with these people, they brought up slavery.
I believe we were talking about the merits of slavery.
To be fair, that was not me. That was
True.
the other one.
Yeah, and to be extremely clear, this was within the universe of D&D, because as we all know, real human slavery and trafficking is absolutely in no way, shape, or form condoned, acceptable. It is a black mark upon the history of humanity.
It's a good thing that it's not just humanity in this world.
Yeah.
But I'm only speaking about human slavery in this world.
Nope.
Oh my god.
No. Fuck those trogs, though, am I right?
Jesus Christ.
Swear to God.
Anyway. What do y'all want to eat?
I would like a Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
With my little Muppet corpse that's on my hand as my shield, the fair maiden of last session. I don't know. I think I'll take some soup. And I'll say, indubitably. In fact, I'll have what she's having and turn her towards me.
I forgot you're walking around with a corpse.
Yeah, I also got one on my shoulder. That's just the skull, though, really.
Wait, you kept that?
Yeah.
Yep, sure did. What was the last one? Did we do Creek Run Monster last? What was the
No,
one?
it was
That was that Edgar Allan Poe one.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
right,
worms.
Yeah, where his wife was dead because she went to a mask and didn't come back, and so like you tricked him into you replaced her corpse with like an illusion or something to trick him into thinking she was there.
My performance was just so high that I tricked him.
I turned into his wife and ran
Yeah.
out the door.
Yeah.
She turned into his wife,
That's
and then
what
he
it
used
was.
the puppet as illusion, and then she went all feral, ran out the room.
Yep.
And then we all ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Got
We
it.
were like, bye.
That you have refreshed my memory, and for that I am ungrateful. So yeah, so Sir Mar now has a corpse, who's surely at least a week old at this point, if not longer.
That's fine. She's decrepit, but she is nimble.
I hope you had a cleric cast gentle repose on her.
Didn't need to.
Oh, it smells so bad in here.
It's not good. It's you again with that. Hey, here's your grand slam. I need fucking clothespins on my nose. That's
Sorry.
just, yes.
As the soup is pushed down in front of us, I'm gonna have her just like into the soup, and I'm gonna be like, "Gentle, my dear. You must savor every drop." As I like take up just a teaspoon.
I just ordered some black coffee and some bacon.
I'll make that a priority so that we can get you right out of here. Have you all considered jobs this week?
Do you have any?
Yeah, actually, I have one coming right up. There's a king who's he's coming in from an exotic land, and I understand that there's well, long story short, that there's a war between the southern barbarian tribes and mercenary armies of some private prospectors. It's a whole thing, and the exotic king prince man, he's coming in to strike some kind of treaty, and he needs some help to make sure that everything goes smoothly.
You're having bad
Sounds
day.
wonderful. How do you feel, my dear? Yes, I like this idea. You got 2 votes here.
Actually, I think that's only half a person, actually.
Oh,
So
yes,
you
I'm
got
sorry. Let
half
me
of
ask
it.
the other one. I gently pet the decrepit skull on my shoulder of the fucking marquee, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever was
Yeah, that
was
guy
there.
we killed.
And I end up asking, what do you think? What do you think, my lord? And then I grab his jaw and I move it up and down as, that sounds splendid. 3 out of the 5.
I'm this close to just like electrocuting something and turning it into fire and lighting those fuckers on fire.
Note to self: take necromancy.
Hey, you know what we forgot?
Well, we all know what his
What?
fetish is.
What?
With Gup's resubscription, bringing Nyx to level 2,
no.
triggers a Playotic Surge.
Oh no. Okay, what's happening?
We shall see. What is that, 82? That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Hey! All XP for the current session is doubled.
Oh fuck yeah! Cool.
Level 4, here I come.
What level are we at?
2. Except for Ash.
I'm level 5.
So you see a miniature.
Ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah, but I don't think I have two characters at level 2, though.
That depends on the context of that. Oh.
As you're preparing yourselves, you notice some of you have worked directly with Orwin before, but some of you haven't. You notice a 5-foot Loxodon sitting in the corner, just sitting there with
There we go.
clothespins in their hands.
All right, I'm going to end up lifting up my fair maiden's very bony, rotten flesh dripping arm and be, has anyone stroked your trunk before?
It's an illusion.
She doesn't know.
Wait, are we still in the place eating?
Yeah, there's an elephant in the corner, but it's an illusion.
Yeah,
No, you're
nothing
fine. I
responds.
was managing the character level real
No,
quick.
you're fine. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know if I missed anything.
Oh man, Comics and Cross, thanks for that lurk. Good luck teaching quantum physics to that pack of hyperactive kittens. I'm sure it is very perplexing.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. I thought my job was to be the MC of Playotic tonight.
Oh, okay. I would like to go on this mission now. I'm gonna take my plate with me.
Oh, as would we, my dearest. I am a sir now, so address me as such. I have uprose through the ranks of the fealty.
I'm
Of course!
pretending not to.
Oh, stop.
Is he okay with this happening?
I'm sure that boat is going to arrive any moment now, and you should probably get going.
Bye!
All right, I take some very lunging strides, but slowly towards the door.
I apologize in advance. I think the hair dye finally got to him.
Have you all played Saints
Dude,
Row
it
the
hurt.
Third?
Yes.
There is, in the very beginning of Saints Row the Third, I can't remember the exact situation. I don't remember if he's like drugged out or high or something, but like there's like this really happy intro where he's just like walking like just thrilled, and I imagine that is exactly what Sir Mar is walking like towards the door.
Sounds about right.
Oh, trust me, there's a strut. Something is bulging.
Oh my god.
So just a little bit of background for you as players that you should be familiar with, and this is all detailed in the job posting that Linda gave you before rushing you out of the pub. There has been a war between the southern barbarian tribes and the mercenary armies of private prospectors. That has ravaged the jungles of Asa for a decade. The private prospectors want the valuable territory and rich resources of Asa, but the barbarian tribes have held back their progress at a great cost to both sides. The mercenary guild, the prospectors pay, the mercenary guild who the prospectors pay have gained untold wealth from the war. They're basically the military-industrial complex in all of this, and they want the war to continue. King Rami, who you're going to see, he's from the Austin Barbarians, and he recently rose to power. And he wants
Austin Barbarians?
Yeah, the Stone Cold Steve Austin Barbarians.
316.
Yeah, he wants the war to end by convincing the prospectors to cease hostilities in exchange for territory rights. So basically, you've got the prospectors who want the land, the barbarians who are trying to keep them off. It's like the pipeline and the indigenous up in, Idaho or whatever.
Standing Rock?
Yeah. So you got the barbarians, holding back the colonizers trying to take the resources from the land, and then the mercenary guild who's just like profiting off of both sides by, being mercenaries for either side. And King Rami wants to end the war. Of course, the mercenary guild doesn't want that because they have a windfall from all of the warring that's going on. And so the king's enemies, King Rami, they want the negotiations to fail, while other factions do welcome the promise of a treaty. So you are going to Asen, where you are going to meet the king as he arrives for negotiations.
Dandy.
Yes.
To bring in the corpses with them.
Of course. It's a
They're with me.
custom. Now, this adventure will take place in a major city, with access to the harbor, nightlife district, which I wish I hadn't just said, noble quarter, and fine inns. You will begin momentarily as you step through the door of the placeholder pub. You will arrive on the docks, where early morning crowds gather to watch the arrival of a king from distant land. Rumor has it that the king is here to speak peace that will end the war.
Oh dear, I feel severely underdressed, Tubby. Could you ask your friends if they have anything that might cover me up?
I take a sheet out of my bag and put it over her head.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clamp that. No. I'm gonna put it down around her neck. I'm gonna clamp it, so it looks like a dress. And then I'm going to ask y'all, do y'all have any type of makeup, perchance? She's feeling very self-conscious right now. Under the weather, you might say.
She looks dead.
Wait, is there any dirt around on the docks? Like, or is it dirty enough to where you can wipe your fingers up and you see the dirt?
Stolen. Is there dirt?
Sorry, what was the question?
I said, is there any dirt on the dock enough to where you can wipe your hand on the dock and you'd see dust and dirt?
Oh yeah, you could find some. Either just a bucket or like a you can find.
I tied some fingers on the ground. I go up to the half corpse over there and I do those football lines right on her.
I do appreciate it, and I love the idea. Yes, let me get you a mud mask, my dear. And then I'm going to scoop up some mud and just cover the corpse's face in it.
Oh, see, what I gave her was more of a beautiful makeup. Yours is
Oh, no. She's going here in comfort.
Trying to keep that dead skin moist, are we?
Fuck, that's good. I just read Christy's message. The Barbarians tribe is Raging Rock, led by Chieftain Dwayne, John's son.
Dwayne Johnson.
The sun rises over the glittering harbor. Crowds choke the docks around a galleon that has just moored. The ship flies a green flag with crossed tiger's fangs, and a lone, tall man in bone plate armor and a tiger cloak descends the gangway. What is everybody's raw history modifier? Like next to history in your character sheets, it'll say like -1, +3.
What am I looking?
On the sort of middle of your character sheet where it's got all of your abilities, like the athletics, acrobatics, etc., there should be one for history. What's the number next to it?
Oh, got it. History +1.
Sir Mar, you recognize the flag of this galleon as the flag of the far southern Asan barbarian tribe. And you also recognize the man, somehow, as King Rami, the tribe's well-respected new chieftain.
Dear heavens above, that man beeth in command of them all.
Sorry, I was waiting for more, and then I was just kind of like awestruck myself. So I was like, so you hear some rabble around. I was like, oh, you should hear that. He's in command of the whole thing. That must be the king. That must be the king from the Asan tribes. And it's just like you just watermelon.
Did you say watermelon?
Yeah. What is everybody's same thing, but with perception? What's the number next to it?
Like passive perception?
Yes.
+4.
Hold on. Perception.
1. My passive perception's 14.
Okay.
Oh, passive perception.
Yes. If you've got that readily available on the left side of your character.
Oh, 14. Yeah.
14.
Hold on. Passive perception, I got 12.
Got it. You all notice as the crowd starts to turn and shuffle towards the docks to get a good look at thanks to Sir Mar's information, identifying him as the king, you see 2 cloaked figures pushing through the crowd towards the king.
We must stop them! Agreed! And I want to start pushing through the crowd towards those figures, intent to tackle one of them to the ground.
Beautiful.
Wait, why are you tackling them?
They're pushing their way towards the docks. They're cloaked. Obviously, they wish to kill the king of these godless lands.
Stranger
Are you gonna throw
danger.
the corpse at them?
Huh?
I said, are you gonna throw the corpse at them?
No. Me and my beloved will tackle them together, as we always do.
You got another corpse though. You can throw him.
I know, he's my advisor.
Oh, I'm just saying, you could easily. They're only like half the torso. You could easily tuck them like a football.
He goes where I go, never leaving my side. Well, shoulder in this case, but yes.
You guys pick them up after.
Ooh. Combat initiated.
Let's roll
It's like-
initiative.
It's like
All right.
Done.
Out of a D20, I have 18 plus 3, 21.
16. I don't know where my
On.
dice.
Oh, there it is.
Oh wait, I'm rolling right.
Yeah.
Sir Mar, what was yours again?
21.
21.
Oh wait, we're rolling for what else?
Initiative.
Initiative.
It'll
Okay,
be
hold on.
16.
Total of 17.
17.
I just want to make sure I was mapping the math correctly.
That's a move. Sir Mar, what is your dexterity modifier?
Ooh. Plus 3.
Plus 3. That means you go first. So these cloaked figures are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, about 55 feet away from you. The docks are not packed enough that it would count as difficult terrain. You could close the distance in a single turn if you were to use your dash action, but then you would not have any actions to use once they arrive. What's up, Chunk the Hut?
I'm gonna use bonus action, Misty Step.
Oh shit! How far can you go with Misty Step?
30 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet. All right. So you can get within 25 feet of them using your bonus action Misty Step, which means you could move the 30 feet or the 25 feet to get to them, and then you would still have an action.
Okay, doing that.
All right.
And I'm gonna attack him
Go
with
for
Divine Smite.
How does that work?
When you hit with a melee attack weapon, or melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first, which I don't have any.
Gotcha. So first we need to see if you hit them. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Natural 20.
Fuck yeah! Critical hit! Alright.
Nice.
So, what is your, let me ask you this. Are you familiar with how to do crits?
No.
Okay. So what you're gonna do, what is your damage roll for your weapon? I mean, are you using a short sword?
1d8 plus 3.
Okay. So the way that crits work is if you have a 1d8 plus 3 as your damage, you get 8 plus 3 damage, and then you roll the d8 and add that to it. Does that make sense?
Okay, so 2d8s plus 3.
Well, it'd be, so you max out your damage die, and then you roll a d8. Or you max your damage die, you roll the damage die, and then you add your modifier one time. Does that make sense?
So it'd be
So 8 plus whatever you roll plus 3.
8 plus 8, well, 1d8 plus 3.
Yes, 8 plus
8.
1d8 plus 3.
8. 8
Holy
plus
shit.
8 plus 3.
19.
Yeah. Oh, and then take into account my Divine Smite, which does an additional 2d8 damage.
And you have
And
to use,
Divine
how does,
Smite.
is the Divine Smite a bonus action when
It's
you...
a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, is it? Oh, that'll be for my next one then. Very
That's-
well.
You know what? Honestly, that's fine because before your before you could even attempt to enact your Divine Smite and realize that you had already used your bonus action, your 16
dead.
damage was already enough to kill them, or to kill one. So
Yeah.
you through the crowd step up on one of these cloaked figures and slice through his back, and he falls to the ground.
As he does that, I teabag, rubbing my nuts across his face, and then I prepare myself and say, "Oh, here's more for you too, sweetie," with my corpse bride.
You do still have 5 feet of movement, so I'd say with that 5 feet of movement, you could do a couple of tea bags. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, the other cloaked figure is gonna turn to you, and he's gonna be kind of like nauseated at first, just like deeply confused. It's gonna go from like scared to panicked to confused to aroused, then to worried. Before he swings his short sword at you, 14 to hit.
A 14 to hit?
Yes.
Like out of my
Armor class.
my armor class?
AC,
19?
Yeah. Okay, so
Does not
14 misses. Also, thank you, Christy, for that bless. I don't know that it's going to come into account right now, but I will remind the players that they do have it when the time comes. The scout is going to make a second attack, though, and an 18 is also going to miss. So, Azula, you've seen Sir Mar rush through the crowd, cut down a scout, tank 2 blows from him, and you are 55 feet from all this currently. What would you like to do?
That's it. 55 feet, damn.
Yeah, the bonus, or the Misty action, or the Misty, not the Misty Mountain, the Misty Step. It was clutch.
Okay, well, I just say, you said 55 feet?
Yep. So you could use your action to dash, but unless you have a bonus action to do some kind of attack, you wouldn't be able to do anything once you got there.
I mean, I can go into raid.
I'd save that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't need it right now.
Yeah, that's what it says. It's like, I could, but technically I don't need it. Okay, let me go to see what I have, because I need to see how far what my range is.
Sir Mar, I imagine you're teabagging with your armor. You're not going full nude on
it's
that,
actually
right?
gas on the
Oh, no. But I do have a slot slit open where my nuts hang out.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Chloe, what was that about your actions?
So you're fine. No, it does say actions in combat. It does say dash on it.
Okay.
So, but I was just gonna say, because you said there was 2 scouts, right? And he only killed 1?
He already killed one of them, yep.
Okay. So I would say if I can run that, cause my walking thing is 30 feet. So if this is allowed, if I can run up that full 30 feet, being roughly about 25 feet away from the other scout, would I be able to basically cue my lightning at the other one?
What was the range on your lightning?
That is 30 feet.
Yeah, you could get to within 30 feet of them just using your normal movement action.
Yeah.
I would say the lightning is like a bolt, right? It's not like a cone.
I don't think I ever really specified that, actually.
Is this the Dragonborn breath weapon? Is that what it is?
Yes, breath weapon.
Ash, do you happen to remember if it's a cone or if it's just a singular bolt?
I don't fucking remember.
You're fine.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I'm looking. It's not saying.
Fuck it. We'll rule it. We'll rule it as a lightning strike. So I won't make you roll disadvantage or anything, trying to like avoid hitting the crowd. So just go ahead and roll your
Not
attack.
saying it. It's okay. I was like,
I'll
it's
look it
not
up later. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But for now, that's fine.
Okay. So, all right. Try to help me remember.
I don't think I changed that.
He also has True Strike.
All right. So let's hit. Okay. So what do I need to roll again for to see if I hit? Sorry.
It would just be your D20 plus. I don't know what the modifier is on a breath weapon. I assume it's your.
It just says breath weapon. It just says 14 dex.
Okay, so oh, it's a dex save. Okay, got it. So yes, that's me then. or yeah, it's a dex save. 1 second. I gotta look up the.
Do I need to roll the d20 at all then?
No, not in this case. That is going to be. Let's see.
Yeah, I do have a thing for the damage. It's just under the hit plus DC, it says 14 dex.
Got it. Well, they are going to fail the dexterity saving throw. So how much damage do you do?
2d6.
All right, go ahead and roll
that. I got 3.
3. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. A 1 and a 2.
Well, we'll
It's not
say
a good roll.
because you were trying your best not to hit the crowd, you may have held back a little bit on your lightning, so that's the reason why you didn't do as much damage as you had hoped. I did look it up here, though. It says when you use your breath weapon, each creature in the area of the exhalation must make a saving throw. So we're just going to rule it on this particular case that you managed to avoid everybody.
About to electrocute the entire crowd.
Yes.
Jesus.
That is old merch.
Okay. I just want
It
to
is
stop one
old
guy's
merch.
heart. I just wanted to electrocute somebody and stop their, living.
That's
You
valid.
came close. You came close to electrocuting a lot of innocent civilians.
You could have ended a lot of lives there. So this is perhaps the best possible outcome. Ilvi. Christy says it's a 30 feet line. That makes the most sense to me. It's
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
probably
mean, if it's
skimming
lightning,
over.
it should be like a bolt, right?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, right there. As an action, once per short rest, exhale in a 5 by 30 foot line. Dex DC 15 half damage on success.
Oh yeah, here it is, right in front of me. I just can't read. Acid, lightning, fire, acid, lightning, and fire dragons. So black, blue, brass, bronze, and copper all deal a line, 5 foot by 30, and then gold, green, red, silver, and white dealing fire, poison, and cold damage to a 15-foot cone. So yeah, it is a 30-foot line. So we got it. We got it.
Okay, so you're fine. Yeah, no risk.
Ilvi.
Firebolt.
We're good.
So you're 60 feet away.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Not
It's
to be
120
confused with
feet.
fireball.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
I know, the way that she says firebolt, like, at the angle on her mic, it always makes me thinking that she's saying
Firebolt!
Yeah, bolt.
I got a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
Will you take 17 fire damage?
I won't, and he definitely won't, because
Cool.
that firebolt kills him.
Sweet.
Technically
Smells like
drops
hot
them
dogs.
both unconscious. I have a general opinion-based question for you. I was reading up on this the other day. I read rules discussion threads every now and again because I like to see how people rule or make rulings on different things. And there was a big argument about whether or not NPCs and monsters make death saving throws or if they just die
I
instantly.
think they just die.
They just die.
It's
Unless
kind
you-
of ambiguous in the rules because it doesn't really, to my knowledge, explicitly say.
Unless,
But I think
unless it says, because like some stuff in Witchlight's
Well-
like, if they get to this much health, then they fuck off.
Yeah.
I think it's also the DM's discretion. Like, if it's a character or a big bad that you want to keep around,
Right.
potentially, then yeah, go ahead and have them make death saving throws. But otherwise, yeah.
There's no right or wrong answer. I was just curious what you thought about that. In this case, though, they're dead. One of them has a giant gaping slash wound, and the other one got a little bit of fire and lightning,
very
zapped and
frightening.
then burnt, because everybody was kung fu fighting.
Galileo.
All right, how cooked and what race is the one that's burned?
Jesus Christ.
As you're trying to ascertain that information, a man. No, sorry, not a man. Wait, hang on. When did that happen? 1 second. Did I miss something?
What am I dealing with?
Yeah. Actually, okay, cool. You bypassed basically all of the other stuff. We're gonna say everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. As I'm sitting there with my nuts in this guy's face, let me make this throw.
15.
15.
9 plus
I know,
3,
makes sense.
fucking 12.
You're just weighed
Hold
down
on.
by corpses.
All right, no, they are my advisor. One's my advisor. He gives me words of wisdom that not even God could understand.
Wait,
And then the other one is my beloved.
What was
Dexterity.
that, Glow? Oh yeah.
Dex,
And just to-
Dex saving throw?
Yep.
Dex saving throw. Yep.
14.
14. All right. So just to remind, I know Ash, you know this, but Glow and Ethan on the Unprepared, from certain user actions, you do get buffs and benefits. Everybody currently has a inspiration token, which allows you to re-roll. When you cash that in, you can re-roll any d20 roll and take the better result. And you do also have Bless. Bless is like guidance, however, Bless allows you to add a d4 to your damage roll or add a d4 to a saving throw. Ethan, I might recommend that you use your Bless right now.
I'm going to use my bless.
Something's
good
just
call.
telling me.
All right, so that's what, D4?
Yep, so roll a d4 and then add that to your 12.
15.
Perfect. As the crowd begins to stampede from the chaos of Sir Mar and his associates cutting through the crowd and cutting down a man, followed quickly by a blast of lightning and a firebolt, the crowd begins to disperse as a tiger pounces from the galleon onto the dock in front of you, before transforming back into a tall man with black braided hair with bone beads. He's powerfully built with wise brown eyes.
Real
ahead.
quick, can I identify this? Is this King Rami or whatever the fuck his name was?
It is the Tiger King, Joe Exotic. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Good.
He's not gonna financially recover from this.
So exotic. Oh, God.
Oh, yes, my king! You're so great! Don't mind him! As I'm sitting there, like, trying to, like, fondle the fucking corpses. Tell me, what do you desire from us? I'm gonna make a persuasion check.
What are you trying to persuade?
The king.
Yeah, the king.
Okay, roll your persuasion check. We'll see if it comes into play.
What just happened?
That was
Natural 20.
A natural 20. Fuck, you're rolling good tonight. Space Hawk, thanks for that follow. Everybody now has another inspiration token. Not that you need an inspiration token on a natural 20. He will look at you. And,
I guess I'm just trying to persuade him that, you know, this is a person.
Yeah, it's like
That's
a general. Nat 20. Thanks for them 20 biddies, Christy. You're just trying to like persuade him into like, or like just like a general charisma. It's a vibe check. It's a vibe check.
Yeah, right?
I don't know how Joe Exotic talks.
Oh shit!
Thank you, kind creatures. I couldn't ask for better for guidance here on this shoreline today. But I tell you, the only victory here in this war is peace.
I think that's very Joe Exotic.
Thanks,
I
Chun
agree.
Rod, for that sub.
As I'm sitting there, like, kneeling, fondling the corpse. I agree, good sir. My lord, I am a sir. I am but your humble servant. You see, me and my compatriots actually have come here from far-off lands with things that you wouldn't even imagine, and hopes and aspirations to serve you.
Yeah, we have this thing called the Grand Slam. It is from Space Denny's. Look at this pancakes.
All right, yes. So we had some drugs before we came here, but I promise you,
Speak for
We are
yourself.
great and ready to go. As you can see, obviously, as I'm like picking off some of the cooked meat and like starting to chew on it from the corpse.
What race is this man?
I'm a ladron.
Not you.
No,
Oh, Joe Exotic.
Yeah, what race is Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic is. I know he's humanoid. I think he's just a human. He's a
I
barbarian.
would like to be a human today.
You'd like
That's
to be a
fine.
human today?
Yeah.
Goes from fucking beat the.
I was a kinku for like a minute, I think,
Yeah,
with
you
someone.
I was
Now I'm a
forgetting that
human.
you're a changeling.
Can be
Did Joe
whoever I
Exotic
want.
have
I
like?
know.
Did Joe Exotic have like a second-hand man?
He had his gay boyfriend.
His gay boyfriend. Did he talk like not gay Steve? What the hell is Mr. Mr. Slave from South Park? I don't want to like I don't want to do like an
Mr. Slave?
offensive gay accent. Like I don't know how he
God.
talked.
I don't either. Well,
Well,
Joe
we'll go
Exotic's
respectable.
Joe Exotic's boyfriend talked normal.
Okay, so he was normal. He didn't have like a flavorful lisp or anything.
No, Nolan.
Okay. I had never saw the Tiger King documentary, okay? And that
I
that
never did
passed
either.
me by
Yeah,
during the
me neither.
pandemic.
Now he's running for president on TikTok.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
a
Apparently,
man-
he's broke as shit.
Yeah.
not surprised.
Yeah.
Prison
a man
will do
walks up
that.
to you all and he's like, "Oh, King Rami, could you please? I invite you all to this nearest tavern here, so that we can offer you work to help with this situation.
Okay, about this situation? Take us to tavern.
We'll discuss it in private."
Would you like some of this sausage?
Yes, come with me, husband. I'm gonna lift up her decrepit like elbow because the arm's cut off, you know. And I'm gonna like put it on my shoulder and yeah, of course, my dear.
Sean,
As I'm
thanks
sitting there
for
still
that
chewing.
gift sub. You know what that means? Nyx
He's
grows
really
ever
good at
stronger,
ventriloquism.
reaching level 3, which means
Wait, does your corpse bride have hair still?
It's like singed. Like falling out. What did we get?
21.
Oh, fuck.
There we go.
Nolan, it's lightning and thundering outside.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Sir Mar,
Yes.
you have been cursed.
What? Wait,
Is it
what?
pareidolia?
It's a Playotic Surge. So every time Nyx... so for those that don't know, Nyx is the patron of Playotic. They are our eldritch overlord cat being who has taken interest in our things here. And Nyx is our 4th adventurer. They join us every week at the Unprepared, and they have, through the ability of leveling up, more and more powerful spells. But they're kind of wild magic in nature, and every time they level up, a Playotic Surge occurs. And this surge is called Pebble and Shoe. And Sir Mar, you are cursed to have the sensation of having a pebble in your shoe. You can take the shoe off, and you will find that there's
It's
nothing in there.
Still there.
But you just
Yeah.
feel like there's always
It's
pebble in your
still
shoe.
fucking there.
Starts cutting his foot
I'll be
open.
like, huh. As I take a step towards, man, that's annoying. Yes, let's go somewhere in private. Jesus,
Yes.
fuck.
Are you
Yeah,
okay?
you know, it must be the souls. I got them redone once I became a knight.
Maybe you
here,
just need to break them in.
I believe so, my lord. Here, let's follow you.
Yes, to the inn. And why do you keep doing that music? Jesus. Sorry,
I turned way the fuck down.
I don't know
That
why
sounds.
it's resetting the default volume every time I hit play, but I was at least kind of ready for it that time.
Well, I'm trailing behind Sir Mar, over there and lightly singeing the hair off of his beautiful
All right, and I'm gonna turn
Gonna look
my
like Cynthia's
beloved.
doll.
I'm gonna turn my beloved behind me, and end up telling both of the females, "You keep your grubby hands off him. He's mine."
Ew.
I'd blow a little electricity in her face. Just like a little squeeze of it, you know? Just a little spark.
It's getting spooky outside.
He turns her back around and he just sees this sting mark on her. His beautiful
Yeah, you end up seeing her like corpse fucking elbow just like try to reach around to grab my ass.
As you all
Note
find a
to
place to
self,
sit
a
in this
necromancy
tavern.
wizard.
Necromancy wizard. As you find a place to sit here in this tavern, you see some people staring, both marveling at the king from distant lands, but as well as the sight that is sure to behold with Sir Mar. But the man that approached you introduces himself as Mordecai. Hello, I am Mordecai.
Is that Thistle's husband?
Maybe. I am King Rami's, Joe Exotic's contact here in this.
Yes.
And,
okay.
And King Exotic, I'm afraid, is in much more danger than you thought. For you see, the Merchant Guild stands to profit off of this continued war, and they will not stand to see a treaty arise today.
Okay. My beloved's gonna turn. Well, more to die. No, my love, Mordecai. More fries. What do you know that you won't tell us?
Well,
I feel a little electricity right at his head to get him to shut up, and you see a little sting of his head.
I slowly begin to put the Omni mask on my face.
oh God.
Just
Well, I must say, Mordecai, that is quite shocking news, I do say. But I have various social functions to attend today, so that I can win allies and strengthen my position before the peace negotiations tomorrow. That's more of a Mordecai impersonation, as Sumner does it, isn't it? But Sumner also has a deep, sultry voice that I don't.
I guess.
But I tell you what, we can offer, I assume, based on the fact that unless you're bloodthirsty killers, you may have saved the king just to satiate your own needs and desires, but I get a feeling there's more to you, and that you'd be willing to accept 100 gold each to advise and protect the king until tomorrow?
Oh, indubitably.
Yes.
What do you think, my dear? Oh, yes, more money. Happy wife, happy life, right, Hobby? Of course. And what do you think, Sir Grissenwald? Yes.
Whole conversation.
I feel like me and Azula are just looking at each other from across the table, just like, what the fuck?
Almost like mentally trying to think of ways like, do we really actually need him with us?
So, me and my party will take 300 gold. We will take 300 gold for the night. Yes, of course.
No.
Persuasion.
This is
No.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Just us three. Us three need 300 gold. I want to
Persuasion.
roll for
Look at
this.
you, just like persuasion.
17 plus 4, 21.
Jesus Christ.
Sir Mar, you do drive a hard bargain, and I do wish to retain your services, seeing how the work that you did there performing on the dock, but
Yes.
I'm afraid it is 100 gold piece. I should have clarified 100 gold piece to each living member of your party.
Persuasion. No, I'm sorry. Deception. Let me go up here, which is a +2. Deception. But they are alive.
I don't think you can. they're missing
16,
the bottom half
18.
of the body.
18,
They're
Jesus
missing the bottom
Christ.
half of-
Okay. I
They're
see.
missing the bottom half of their body.
I may not be familiar with customs and religions around here, so I apologize if I have disrespected you in any way. However, if I may clarify my offer, we have 300 gold to pay to a party willing to assist the king in his matters.
You know what? I will forfeit the gold on my behalf if you allow me. If you would anoint me as a lord.
Roll me a persuasion.
17 plus 4, 21.
He's a paladin, man. He's a charisma build.
I know. I'm not rolling bad either. That's the thing.
Riley.
I'm gonna smolder them.
King Exotic will chime in. It's like,
I don't
Now,
know
do
about that.
say,
That doesn't work out in real life.
I don't know if I have the power or wherewithal to anoint you a lord of these lands. However, I may be able to grant your lordship in my own lands. However,
Why do you sound like the KFC man?
the king,
I do declare.
I do declare, it is customary for Austin barbarians to elect their chieftains through trials of wit, skill, and strength. However, I shall say, should you succeed in these duties today, I will attest to your abilities of skill and wit and strength, and perhaps may offer you lordship in our lands.
A lordship somewhere is better than nowhere.
Lord Mar Divine of the Leghorn Froglands.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, do you think we could get by without him and just split the gold 150 each? Do you think that's cool?
Yes.
If you guys are taking gold and you're trying to cut me out of my lordship,
I just say lordship.
then
I just
while
said
we were in the lands as a lord, I shall beseech thee, stand trial.
I just blow some more little lightning smoke at the back of his head just to sting
A little
some
bald
of the hair.
spot.
Bald spot, yeah. Like, you know where like the Jewish hats sit right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bald spot right there.
That's fine. I've always wanted to become a priest.
I say, it's about time that we get to our kingly duties, don't you say?
Indubitably. If I don't become a lord, then I shall surely be paid in gold.
Don't call me Shirley.
Well, all right, gentlemen and ladies, allow me to pay the bill and hire a coach to take your group to Rami's luxurious inn for the night. You'll be staying at the Golden Marmot.
And tell me,
Funny?
Yeah, the golden marmot. Like, what the fuck?
I didn't write it. Let's see. What is? Oh, okay.
No, the
Oh,
weather's
because it
about
was
to get
morning.
nasty.
Yeah, just a heads up, I don't know if anything's going to happen. Historically, when storms come a brewing around here, the power tends to flicker and go out. So if we just suddenly go offline, that is what happens.
That's why it's a very bad storm that's coming.
Yeah.
If it makes this any better, my phone's staying at 6% and it's still on the charger. This stream is using up more.
Oh no!
power than charge
I
on my
was
phone.
wondering what that icon meant on Video Ninja. Now I know. Okay.
wow, they'll be left with me.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah. And the thing is it started at 12. It started about 12 to 14% when we first started. It is down to 5% just now.
Did you
Jeez.
use the 1080p link?
Yeah.
Do you want to? You can try the 720p link. It may use a little bit less power if you want.
Maybe.
You would just-
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
We can
to
hold
fix
off
it
for a
out
second
in
if you want to
second.
try it.
Okay, let's try it. Let's see.
Okay.
Gives me a pee break.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
we
go
want
to
to
the
take a
bathroom.
momentary break to get some drinks and whatnot? Ash, I might be able to offer you. I don't know. What do you care about? You already have 2 tokens of inspiration. What can I give you in order to get me a drink?
A level up.
A level up? Ooh. I mean, you're gonna get a level up today, regardless. Does that count?
Oh, it's black outside, bud.
Is it? The eclipse already happened.
No, it's happening again.
All right, is that a little bit better? Can you guys still hear me?
I see that they are in. I don't hear them just yet. Do you hear Glow?
No.
Do you hear?
There she is.
I see her. I just don't
They probably
hear
just
you.
took.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually,
Just
you
making
sound
sure.
even better.
Yeah, you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't see you. Let me refresh.
She's on stream for me, so she should be good.
So you guys still
now
hear me?
I
Okay.
just can't see her at all.
I
What?
hear you. I think we're trying to get everybody in the same room at the same time here.
Can you see me? Hear me?
I can hear and see you. Ash, what about you?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm
Ethan?
fine with not seeing.
Do you not see her either?
No.
Okay, hang on. Wait, why do you're okay? I hear you, but I don't see you apparently. But I see you in the director room. 1 second, let me reload my.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's weird. I do not see you. You're on stream, and the stream can hear you, but we as players.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Video
That's
Ninja
weird.
does this sometimes.
It does. I'm not exactly
right,
sure
hold on.
why, but can you hear us, Glow?
I can hear and see you guys just fine.
Wait, I don't hear her anymore.
Hey, she pops up on the Twitch stream, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but
we need to be
can't
able to hear
if
her.
She talks to us.
Oh.
Hang on, I might be able to fix this. 1 second.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
Fix it. Give me a second here. I'm gonna mute player 3, and then I'm going to wait. Hang on, I gotta think about this for a second, so I don't create an echo. What if I? Oh, hang on. I gotta remember how all this audio routes. Hang on. Which one is you?
Which one is you?
Everybody say something.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, that's Ash. Is this me?
Hi.
Nope, that's Ethan. Is this one me? Okay, there we go. Maybe.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can everybody hear her? Ash, can you hear her? Ash? Oh, she stepped away.
She went to grab the dog.
Yeah.
I can't see you on ours, but I can see you on the Twitch. So.
Okay, hold on.
All right, could somebody
I
double
saw-
check and make
there
sure...
you are.
There she be. She's back.
Say something real quick, Glow. Can everybody hear everybody?
I can hear
Yes.
everybody.
I
Ash
can't
isn't
hear.
saying anything.
I
Oh, there we
can't
go.
hear Glow.
You can't hear Glow. Okay.
No.
I haven't touched anything.
No, you're fine.
I could always like reconnect.
Yeah. How about now? Glow, say something.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So let me undo this part.
So everybody can hear me now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I can see you.
Okay. Yay!
Woo! Maybe Ilvi did accidentally murder Glow.
It'll be good to do that.
All right, I think we're back in business here. Perfect.
I don't want to be murdered.
I don't see that message anymore about it overloading the device, so hopefully that means your phone's not going to explode. So
And you
that's a good
sound
sign.
great.
Yeah, you sound really
Hopefully.
good. Should have just done
All
that
right,
from the start,
so-
apparently.
Yeah, so now I know if I use my phone, I have to go with the lesser one. Laptop is the higher one.
Yeah. Hey, it's a learning experience. We've never had to do that before, so learning experience for everybody. Mordecai paid the bill and hired the coach to take you to the Golden Marmot. everybody, I believe, if I remember your passive perceptions correctly, you all feel like you're being watched. It's not really an actionable statement. I'm just letting you know you feel like you're being watched. You arrive at the inn, and King Rami, or Joe Exotic, King Exotic says, I do say I must attend a luncheon with the city's nobility, but I don't know this city's culture or how to act polite. Do you think, perchance, that you could demonstrate the expected manners of this society?
All right, I want to use. What would it be? History? A history check? Where the fuck am I?
Would be okay. So you know. That's a good question. So you are not in Austin. That's where they're from. So you're
Man,
we'll just say you're in Sword Coast. Maybe not Waterdeep, but like, you know, a city, Baldur's Gate, maybe. Someplace you'd be familiar with the customs, either so that you could deliberately lead him astray or tell him actually how to behave.
Decisions, dude. Decisions. Man, hold on. I'm trying to find a place with decent lighting that, you know, me and...
You have lights behind you on your little black shelf.
I do, yeah. That's a great point. Very valid. I appreciate it.
I've never seen D&D on the move like this before. It's very...
Dude, I'm always on the move.
Just turn on your lights.
Right. I want to No, I don't want to fucking make him insult the people. Is this like a really royal gathering?
It is nobility of the city, yeah. So it's not just like, it's not business casual. It's not even formal. It's like black tie affair.
All right. Very good. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to use deception.
Okay.
My dear lord, whenever you proceed amongst these rabble, these civilized folk, they have something very odd about them. You must grab thine sack, yank up, and spit upon the ground.
Okay.
This is how they greet each other.
Zone of truth.
No. All right, so I grab Sir Mar's shoulders, and I'm just like, nope, that's not correct, and I shove him away and push him out of the way.
I'll just let it happen. That's fine.
Through Christie's guidance, Nyx has cast a zone of truth around the party that will last for a few minutes here. While in the zone of truth, you know you're in a zone of truth, and you cannot willingly tell a lie. You can withhold information, you can be deceptive insofar, it's like a live omission kind of thing, but you cannot willingly lie.
These people are animals. Treat them like animals.
Not technically a lie if that's how he feels.
Exactly.
Sir Mar is an idiot.
I hold higher ranking than you. Am I correct?
It doesn't make you any less of an idiot.
I am more experienced in these
you
things
must
than you.
listen to me as such.
No,
While we were in... Trust me, my lord. I am the highest ranking person. I'm the closest to nobility that you will meet. And, mind you, I was the one that truly acted to save your life.
I turn into Joe Exotic.
Yes, a proper demonstration would not be fit without almost as if looking in a mirror, so I can see how I would behave in these situations. I tell you what, let's go. I've got a couple of questions that I need answered, so we can handle it this way. Firstly, what legends can I tell these noble folk to entertain them? What would be a good story?
I have story for you, Joe Exotic.
This is going to be a charisma check, just so you know, going into it.
Oh.
You can tell it and then roll. It's going to be a charisma-based check.
If this is the case, I'm out. I am out.
In these lands, Mr. Exotic Man, there is a person, a god of stories, if you will, and he speaks from the sky, and he narrates your life, but they describe him as having brown hair, and for some reason he has red beard, and nobody knows why because he is not ginger. And when he cries, which is often, his tears feel lakes and make the sky rain because he is so fucking depressed. And sometimes he just sits in his magic moving horse carriage and screams because his work is so hard for crafting stories, right? And that is the story of the God of Tales. Also, he has really beautiful eyelashes, and you could say that his eyes are like lakes, beautiful lakes. But he is so gross, and nobody wants to love him. And that is the God of Tales.
There's also another one. In fact, it strikes closer to home. You see, there are the gods, of course. And as great as they might be, as advanced beings and powerful they might be, not really gods, but, you know, calling themselves that, there are other tales that strike closer. Tell them tales of how in your land, you'll have dragons, right?
Yes, I believe I'm familiar with how you say dragon.
Okay. Basically, it's
the
me,
big,
but like big
lizard
scary
wings.
thing.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Have you ever killed one?
Yes. I've slain many a poop dragon.
Okay.
And this is where I take a step back.
Yes. Go ahead and tell them about all of your slayings.
You suck. Those are my ancestors.
These are poop dragons.
Ilvi, please make a Ilvi and Sirmar, please.
Dragons are still dragons.
As
they're like
19.
my ancestors, like twice removed. Okay.
23.
23, awesome. Ilvi, you are illuminated by light and shadows as you tell your story, which grants a little bit more credence to your tales.
It's about
than
you.
Sirmar's.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I kind of picked up on that subtle imagery. Excellent. Okay, all right. I say, what is a typical feat of strength to demonstrate vitality? This will be a strength
Yank
check.
yo shit.
What?
I don't even want to know.
Like
You
strength,
may
like
say or show.
you
I'm
pick
going-
up rock and throw it.
Okay, so performance. A performance throw. I am going to grasp thy junk and proceed to finish. Performance. And I'm going to say like this. 12 plus 14.
Okay.
I'm aiming at the cobblestone, by the way.
And you're sorry, I may be combining
He's
two things that you
masturbating.
said.
Yeah.
You're
Right in front
throwing
of
your
him.
junk at the stone in front of you.
No.
He's
I am.
Oh, pantomiming.
No,
a little
but he's-
pen.
no, he's
but
doing
I'm
it.
actually doing. I'm showing him. You said
Oh.
show him.
Show or tell. Yeah.
it's like-
Sir Mar, I have from the chat. Someone says they will pay you if you get your bride to wink after you speak to the nobility.
I'll figure out a way.
So
She ain't got no
Lovers of
eyelids,
pulleys.
but
that is a mighty display, I do say. However, I fear that may not acquiesce as far as how strengthful I am. Though I do understand now that I rectify where I said the word vitality, where you might be coming up with such a display.
Mr. Royal Man, I know how to help you. You talk to random strangers and ask if they have tickets to see the gun show, and when they say what gun show, you flex your muscles and go, these guns.
Are you
Strength
talking to
check.
me?
No, I'm talking to the magic man, the Joe Exotic.
Yeah. Strength check.
Oh,
Strength check? Fuck, I'm not that is
another
a dumb
one.
stat.
I was just wondering if you're talking to me as Muscle Mommy over here. That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
You should
Maybe-
show him your muscles.
Yeah, maybe as like you're picking up on what Ilvi is saying,
That's a
you're like, yeah,
one.
like this, and then you do
All right,
a strength
screw
check.
it. Then yes, I will. Basically say, is the guy we're talking to Joe Exotic? That's who we're talking to.
His name's
Basically.
King Rami, but we're
Dear
calling him-
God.
It's Joe Exotic.
Okay.
you may
I'm
do an
making
athletics
sure.
check if it.
But
if
yes,
He turns into a tiger too, so.
he does. That's as written. I did not make that up.
Oh God. But yes, I'll be like, yes, what she
was
says.
that?
Show me your guns.
Give him the flex, Azula. What's your athletics check?
Mine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm a dump
Thanks for
stat
them 100
strength.
biddies, monkey man.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking. I'm
I
talking about my
really-
modifier.
No, actually, like just roll a d20 and add your modifier.
22.
22.
That's way
Show
better.
them the guns. Excellent, excellent. Well, I say, what is the manner in which a drinking contest would be enacted?
I challenge you to a drinking contest.
Well, that
God.
seems awfully straightforward. I like
And
it.
we are straightforward people.
What is what happens when somebody loses? Is how is somebody declared the loser?
Whoever passes
They get
out
a slap
first.
to the face.
I see.
And
Back
you
in my
must
co-
wee on them.
Interesting. See, we draw dicks on one another's faces when they pass out.
Ah, yes. My father and uncle used to do the same, but they wouldn't just draw it. It'd be
Oh.
an imprint.
That's
That
unfortunate.
sounds.
Well, I feel like if we're going to be having a luncheon, I need to know what is the most appropriate way to use these culinary implements. Would you mind showing me?
I'm going to shove my hand deep inside of a turkey through the back, or like a roast chicken,
Yeah.
and lift it up on my good hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to shove it into my bridesmaid's fucking mouth and make her go, and be
Please
like,
make-
that's how you do it. And then I'm going to.
What dexterity-based
Can-
check do you
can-
think that would be?
I don't know, but is it very possible that I could like just punch him in the face, just to try to see if I could knock him out?
And if you try that, I would try to use the turkey on my hand to block.
But you have a turkey on your hand?
I shoved
Yeah,
it
he
through
just
its
straight
hole, yes.
fisted a turkey.
Yeah, but the turkey would be in her, not on your hand anymore.
No. I had her end up eating it. And then I licked it. So now it's next to my face.
Let's do. I feel like let's do acrobatics. That feels like
All
an
right.
acrobatics-based check.
So 18 plus
I'm gonna get a sody.
3, 21.
Can you bring me one, please?
Yes.
21.
Oh,
Wonderful. So you don't even use the implements, and it's a trick, a
No
mental
need.
contest.
No need.
Excellent. Let's
I have
see.
19 for acrobatics.
19 for acrobatics. Okay. Let's see. Hang on, I'm reading real quick.
There's someone in your room.
Oh my God, it's coming from inside the house.
I mean, technically I could go to yours, so sneak up on you too.
Right.
I'm facing the door now.
People just start walking in.
Exactly,
behind
sneaking up
people.
on you.
Let's see. So we had a dexterity, we've had a charisma, we've had a strength. What other? Yes. Last question, I believe. What intellectual topics do these nobles like to discuss?
Anything political. I'm talking about the rights of the poor or whether they should keep them for the rich. Is religion really allowed in politics or not? The homeless, what should we do with them? Should we make them pay taxes or not? Open borders or not? Big
You know,
one.
I feel a little.
Sir Mar likes to talk about slavery. Apparently, that's his
Slavery
preference
is a
of
good
choice.
one. Thank you. I'm gonna give her a
If I may
pat.
change the
And then I'm
topic,
gonna-
let's. It's. I feel like I should. While I am here expressly for politics, I'd like to avoid talking on which manners I am not equipped to handle. So instead, let me pose this question: how could I tell if a sorcerer among them is attempting to bewitch me with foul enchantments?
Oh, I have answer
Well-
for this because I'm also sorcerer. They wiggle their fingers like this. Did you?
Interesting.
Oh, like jazz
Jazz
hands.
Yes.
hands.
Be on the lookout
Do you
for
have any?
jazz hands.
Do you have any spare lint in your pocket?
I believe I do.
What?
Throw that on the ground. Within 10 feet of you, no one can cast magic.
That is why I cast protection of good and evil on him.
And by the way, I genuinely believe that, so it's not lying.
He does
Yeah.
It
that.
is truth.
If he does that, can I cast protection from good and evil on him without them noticing it, so that
Yeah.
they think it's really okay? Cool.
Remind me when that happens. Yeah. Ash Dimension doored into the DM's room. Yeah.
Oh shit, we're going with him?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, oh
yeah.
shit. Oh fuck. I thought I was gonna hear about this later.
No, you are here to
Oh.
protect him. Well, let me change into some feathered finery, and I'll summon my coach to take us to the Van Glare house, where we can enact all of these things that you have taught me.
Oh God.
Sounds good, my liege lord.
No. Can
He
I would like to,
wasn't he?
I'd like to zap him in the neck, please. Just a little
Me?
zap in the neck. Yes, you.
If it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Like just like a
Good zap.
severe like little sting, you know?
Yeah.
Tase.
Okay, by the way, I do want anytime that my my liege lord, I'm gonna call out to him.
Yeah. Yes.
My beloved wishes you farewell. Sticks my finger through her eye socket, which is hollow, and then I'm gonna wiggle my finger like it's winking.
You know how, like, when you hear, you know those, like, backpacks that have, like, the weird holographic images on them, and they're, like, textured weird, and so, like, when you rub your hand and you catch a nail on it, and it, like, sounds and feels weird, and you have that deep, visceral, internal, like, shiver? You know what I'm talking about? Like, that nails
Yeah.
on a chalkboard reaction?
Oh,
Like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's, like, he
Fucking
sees this-
cranks against her skull.
yeah, and like visually, he's not like, or like he's not visual, but you can tell internally a shiver has been sent throughout his body, and he's just gonna go right back to changing.
All right. Challenge done. Look at that.
And yes, to answer the chat, yes, it is. It's like the dog training collars. Yes, that level of severity.
You all load into this coach that King Exotic has summoned, and it travels to the Van Glare house, an ivy-covered manor in the wealthiest city district. Finely dressed nobles trickle past the guards on high walls surrounding the courtyard. All of you notice a coach driver watching you closely.
Fireball.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Please, and I'm gonna look over at her, and I'm gonna
Real
yell,
quick,
"Hey!"
before we get to that, did you all dress up for this?
Yes. Actually, I'm a knight. I must be in armor.
I'm just wearing what I have on. We're not really known for dressing up. I come from a line of soldiers. Formal wear is usually military wear, at least in my clan.
Oh, am I able to be like climbing off her back because, you know, she can carry me and my two compatriots?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
When were you ever on my back?
I wanted to just sneak up there,
Oh,
if possible.
Sorry,
I don't
what was the
remember you ever
question?
mentioned you were even on my back.
He wants to climb on
Muscle mommy.
Azula's
On Azula's back.
Yeah, all three of us would like to embark.
Oh God.
So nobody has dressed up.
I'm wearing a pantsuit with pockets, but it looks
Hey,
like
that sounds
a
dressy.
sorcerer's robe. And I switched it around, and anytime someone says, I like your outfit, I go, thanks, it has pockets. But I'm still Joe Exotic.
Thanks, it has pockets. Nice.
Oh God.
Gotcha. As you
It's a lot of
approach
finger guns.
this coach driver that was mean mugging you, you see he whips his horse's reins and takes off.
I
out
throw
of
fireball.
sight. Fireball or firebolt?
Firebolt.
You do say fireball.
I keep confusing which one I'm casting.
Suddenly, some fancy clothes do appear on all of you, but since it is a minor illusion, which is a static illusion, filling a 5-foot square, the moment you step out of the space, it becomes clear you're not actually wearing them.
That's fine.
I get to feel like a
fine.
pretty princess for once, like the damsel in distress
as long as
versus
you
the
stay
dragon in the
exact
castle.
spot, you're very, very fancily dressed. As you all approach with King Exotic the door, some guards meet you. It's like, and welcome to the Van Glare house. Please surrender your weapons.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who was the strange man in the coach that gave everybody mean mugging eyeballs?
I'm sorry, I didn't see who you were talking about.
Okay, next question. What if I am a weapon?
Ooh, I feel like there are several people here that would meet that qualification. However, as long as you're not carrying any weapons on your person into the premises, that is all we personally care about.
Okay.
Okay. I want to ask. I'm not using persuasion yet. If we are the king's royal vanguard, his personal bodyguards, I myself a knight with my dearly beloved and my very keen advisor, who sees all. Should I not be allowed to maintain my weapons? Are you even nobility yourself?
Not to be confused with nobility by any means, I am simply here to serve House Van Glare. You may choose to keep your weapons on you. However, I must warn you, it is awfully uncouth in these parts.
How uncouth? Will I get side glares only, or will I be judged? Both?
It's possible a mixture of both, yes.
I can deal with that.
All right. You all are able to enter the premises with your weapons.
Look at that.
Within the Van Glare house, there are several people that King Exotic needs to impress in order to have any hope of capturing this treaty. There's, all of your sorts of nobility. There's heiresses, contessas, professors, lordlings, provosts. There's going to be, we'll do, for the sake of time, rather than role-playing interaction with everybody, we'll just kind of go through a couple of events that occur throughout the luncheon, and we'll see how we handle these things.
Real quick, Nolan.
Yes.
2%.
2%. Damn, okay. I don't think there's any way we can finish in 2%.
No.
1 sec. No, 1 sec.
That will give me time to read this then.
I don't think it's gonna help what he's doing.
No, my
Supercharger.
I don't know if it's okay. Hold on.
Supercharger.
Yes, it
You can always put a pause
Is
on
it
it and
really?
come back like
Yeah.
another time if need be.
Time.
All right. We will see.
All right. If it doesn't work, if the battery dies, we will put a pause on this and do our first ever part 2 of the Unprepared at some point. All right. So, Professor Corsair, he challenges one of you to a drinking contest.
Me. So what?
To
A drinking contest.
Azula.
But
I think Azula could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's your constitution?
hold on. My constitution? Like
Yeah.
the big number or
Yes,
the little number?
Yes, big.
18.
Yep, do it. I was
Yep,
either gonna
I'm at
volunteer.
17.
Me too.
It's my second highest one.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
As it should be.
You're in a drinking contest.
Oh yeah, no, my strength is maxed out to 20.
I believe in you.
Yeah. All
Let
right.
me get,
I shall do the drinking.
Yeah. Nothing like having 17 strength, dexterity, and constitution over here.
All right. Now, do remember, so you're going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
You
God.
do have
Okay.
Bless, which will allow you to add a D4 if you need to. And you also have 2 inspiration tokens, which will allow you to re-roll your D20 and take the better result.
Okay, hold on, I'm getting stuff out here. Okay. All right. So Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yep.
Nat 20 plus the
Fucking A.
6.
26. You successfully beat Professor Corsair in a drinking contest.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I'm writing things down for later.
You're good. No worries.
All right. Among the party, an heiress, Armeline, approaches the party. Oh, King Exotic, you are bestial, I imagine. You would suit me well in marriage. Would you do me this honor of marrying me? I need you all to save him gracefully from this marriage proposal.
Oh God.
Yongli will wed the strongest of women, and
Alright.
Azula is already taking that spot. The end. No more discussion. Pretend.
Do I need to go ahead and make a persuasion or anything?
The strongest, you say? And
Oh no, he's supposed to marry me, my beloved.
she like, because she's not wearing like sleeves, she's kind of like wearing a dress. She gives you a gun show of her own. Azula, I need you to make a strength, an athletics check to see how strong you are.
Can I get behind her and push her muscles up higher?
Yeah, just like slap him a little.
Oh
I
my
made-
god, dude!
Mage hand,
I would
strong
have been
muscles.
perfect.
Okay, hold on,
What's your
hold on.
what's your athletics plus?
Am I athletics plus? It's
Yeah.
a plus 7. It's a plus 7.
Oh god, I'm only +5. Okay.
Okay, hold on. And then
You're-
I roll a d20, right?
I'm gonna stop you right there. Your modifier is higher than what she rolled.
I rolled a 17, so it would have been a 24.
Yeah.
Outgunned the heiress. All right. Now, Sir Mar, I believe this one will be one that you are most suited to handle. A politically divisive topic comes up. I need you to keep the peace for... oh my god. For one round, you need to make sure that people don't break out in fighting. So, please roll me either a persuasion, deception, or intimidation check. Your choice on how you want to basically. Do you want to just like
Persuasion.
how do you want to? Yeah, persuasion. Okay.
My dear friends, might I remind you of god damn
What?
a 6. Might I remind you of the gnomes who hump our crops and steal our flock?
I rolled 3 persuasion.
Yeah!
I rolled 3 roll. I rolled 3 d20s for the 3 nobles who are involved in this conversation.
No.
To contest your persuasion. You rolled what was your total?
6?
A 6. I rolled.
I'm using inspiration.
Hey, with a modifier, I rolled. Or let me rephrase that. Sorry, without the modifier, I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 1.
Oh, never, okay. Well, I don't need to use
With
inspiration.
the modifier, I've got a 5, a 3, and a 3. So
They're focused on the fucking gnomes. That's great.
Hell!
It's like, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a problem.
wow. All right.
Oh my goodness.
One moment here while I jot this down. I'm glad it was only for a single turn that you. Hold on! You're telling me.
Sister's a witch.
Listen, bro, she came down in a bubble.
The Wicked Witch least. All right. Ferdinand, a lordling.
Throw a grenade under his horse.
Why are you the horse? What did the horse ever do?
And the kingdom of Awesome devolves into World War I.
Oh my god.
And now we have a band called Franz Ferdinand.
Yes. Franz Ferdinand challenges one of you to a chess match.
I'll do it.
Not me. Not me.
All right.
Honestly, it might be me.
It's you.
Yeah, no, it's not me.
All right,
it's not
it's
me.
me.
I'm a charisma build.
I'm only muscle mommy. That's all I got.
What's your intelligence?
It would definitely be an intelligence check. I'm trying to think.
You don't want to know.
Mine's a 13, but
The same.
Oh, okay. Oh, mine's
I'm
a 13
as smart
too.
as you.
I'm a 13 as well.
I
But
don't
my
need to be smart to do magic. I need charisma. I was born like this.
Let's just do intelligence. No skill. So just D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
All right, +1. 3.
Wait. Wait, are we all rolling? Are we all rolling?
Just Sir Mar and
okay.
Ferdinand. I also have a +1 modifier. And I don't know if
throw
you
a
can
grenade
see
under
this,
there.
but it's a 2.
A tie. Look at that.
But you have a +1 modifier, right?
Yeah.
So you rolled a 2 and then got a +1.
Yeah. Another game.
Another. All right.
Oh god.
He throws the chessboard on the floor.
Damn it.
Another.
3.
Ha. That's a little bit better.
Maybe at this point I should play the chess match.
I won handily. Perhaps we do best 2 out of 3. Would you like
2
to
out of 3.
change your?
It is. Let's go. No, me, sir. Me. Yes, him.
Oh Jesus fuck.
What is that, Nolan? I can't see. A 1?
8. 8. I won handily. Perhaps one more round.
I think
Oh wait, no, I won already.
Yes,
Wait, no,
yes,
we had
that's
stalemate.
2 out of 3. You've beat me
Oh,
and
God.
earned my enmity.
Well, no, we had a stalemate.
No, because
Then we had.
you won, he
then you
won, and
won.
then you won again.
No, we had a stalemate. I rolled a 2 +1. You rolled a 2 +1.
You can't draw in chess though. Oh, you're right.
You can.
You're right. Okay, stalemate. Literally. Okay, last round.
19.
And he flips the board as you beat him.
I collect the pawns and put them in my pocket.
I'm gonna take the queen, and I'm gonna be the black queen, by the way. And be to your good health, my beloved. and I'm gonna throw it down her gullet and just go.
Kaylee, this is what happens when you have a bunch of dim-witted people playing an intellectual game.
I'm just saying.
We're
I should've
average
played-
intelligence.
I don't.
I just want to
Actually-
point out, I rolled a 16 to begin with at the beginning of this, so.
Oh, well.
I haven't done shit. I'm not. I think
just
you
saying,
should leave episode
I
where I'm like,
probably
do shit.
I probably should have been the one playing. I'm just saying I have the
That's
military
fine.
background. Strategy is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
don't
am
know
the
how to do
eighth
this.
son
I'm realizing.
of my family.
You what,
King-
Nolan?
I actually don't know how to do this. I'm just now realizing. But King Exotic sees somebody in the corner doing this number,
Witchcraft.
and he pulls out his dagger
sorcery!
and begins to charge this poor woman.
All right,
I
I'm
yell,
going
"No!"
to throw my lint. I want to reach into my pocket and throw my lint and be,
That doesn't
don't
work!"
worry, my king.
That does not work.
Can I tackle the king?
Yeah.
Can I tackle Sir Mar?
Yes.
Yes. Both of Ilvi and
Just like
Azula
a
make
football tackle.
She wants
on.
to fuck him.
Full. I'm just saying.
Oh
full
no,
on
she thinks
football
she's an
tackle.
idiot. My bad.
both of you, Ilvi and Azula, make me some grappling checks.
Oh,
Athletics.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
or
make a
acrobatics,
dexterity.
your choice.
Wait, what
Okay.
is it under?
Athletics. I'm getting away to
Athletics?
throw that lint.
Wait, is it under athletics?
Athletics, yeah.
All right.
21.
What'd you get?
22.
I got a 7. You stopped me from
Yes!
throwing my lint.
Muscle mommy wins. Football tackle. Straight
Wait, so
on.
you-
7. All
Hold
7
on.
feet of me.
If you tackle me and I'm shielding myself from taking damage to the ground, then I'm breaking my wife.
Okay.
And
What's your point? I'm just saying, 7 foot muscle mommy dragon straight on top,
All
just
right,
widow
smushing you, crashing you on the ground.
as I'm laying there on top of my fucking broken apart, rotten corpse of a wife, I'm going to move my hand to Sir Grissenwald and don't worry, my king, or my friend, there are plenty of fish in the sea. But none like this, Sir Grissenwald.
Jesus
And I'm gonna lift my hand. I don't have my wife anymore. And she's just fucking broken apart on the ground.
It's like that meme. Oh no, my table is broken.
Oh, my
At least
no,
I-
my
at
wife, it's broken.
At least I have Sir Grissenwald with me.
Wait, what did he be broken too? He was on your back too.
No, he's. Can I make a save for him?
My wife.
I really want him to stay alive.
He's just squished a little. He's fine. You can like fluff him.
All
and make
right,
him
as
like a pillow.
the
We'll say-
bones compressed.
My wife is broken, and then Sir Grissenwald, he's like kind of squished a little bit, but you can like give him a little and like inflate
Puff
him
his
back
head
up.
back. That's fine. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a mouth to mouth and just blow as hard as I can. I'm going to take some stitches and seal his mouth shut. I can't do that. He's my advisor. All right. So I'm stuck with deflated Sir Grissenwald.
Are we still doing phrasing? You have successfully prevented King Exotic from making a fool of himself by mistaking a parlor trick for sorcery, as he saw.
I show him how to do it. I show him how to do it.
Oh, what a magnificent trick, I do say.
At this point, I'm just sitting on top of Sir Mar so he can't get up and move and start talking to people.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, just all my weight just sitting right on him.
Excellent.
With my hand on top of his head, just shoving it into the ground. Just, shh, you're fine. Just stay right there.
I'm going to turn his head. But he will never forgive you. And then turn his head back. Don't be so judgmental. And I'm going to pat him.
Sorry, I'm reading here. We got 3 more luncheon events here. Finally, Reginald, he's drunk and he wishes to dance. Somebody please dance the Rambo with him.
I will
Ilvi
offer
wants to.
myself. I have dexterity.
This is going to be a
Ilvi wants to.
performance
Ilvi will dance.
Ilvi, yes. I'm going to grab Ilvi and rush her forward. This is the Joe Exotic you're looking for. You're still, by the way, masked as him.
Yeah, I'm still Joe Exotic.
You look like the fucking king.
I didn't know the king had a twin.
And a 19.
A 19.
I'm doing
Yep.
the Roomba.
You dance the Roomba-ist Roomba ever to be have Romba'd with
Rhombus.
Reginald here.
I scoot along.
I just heard the Roomba. The Roomba sucks. So
Yeah. I bump
Lunch
into
is
several
finally
walls.
served, and it is atrocious. I need everybody to make a Constitution save.
Why is it bad?
It's like fancy food where, like, you know, it doesn't
Fucking-
actually taste good, but because it's fancy, like, you know, you're supposed to pretend it's good.
Sitting
said
there
Constitution
shitting my
saving throw?
pants.
Yes, Constitution save.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 4.
A dirty 4.
18.
18.
So
Sir
Reginald-
Mar, you do have 2 inspiration if you'd like to re-roll. Otherwise,
Yeah,
Wanna
fuck
shit
it.
your pants.
okay,
18.
Want to shit your pants?
18. Perfect. You all...
There's a
Oh,
slot.
God.
It would dribble.
As you're able to keep the food down, fortunately, here.
Is it boiled goose?
Yeah.
No.
Boiled goose.
Boiled goose.
I prefer human meat, but, you know.
No, God.
Everybody please roll a perception check.
I'm perceiving.
No.
No.
Oh.
17 plus... Where's my perception? Is that a 4? Yeah, so 21.
I got a 2.
14.
14. Sir Mar, you notice that Contessa Laurel, sitting a couple tables away from you, you think maybe at first she just doesn't like the shrimp, but she's actually choking.
I'm going to sit next to her.
She's gonna walk up to her and sit next to her.
Yep. You know, I'm recently single.
Yeah, very recent. Very, very
Don't-
recent.
Yep.
He's moving real
don't worry.
fast.
Don't worry. I'm going to rub her back.
It was a
It's
really
okay.
bad break.
And then I'm going to go ahead and lean up to her ear. You will be my new bride soon. And then keep rubbing her back. Never patting it, though.
I understand what you're doing now. It took me a second, but I understand now.
I'm going
And
to
she-
inspect from the navel up. Do I like what I see?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Ooh. Is it too heavy for my arm?
it would be a severe workout. You're probably best seeking greener pastures.
Oh, my God.
And you see the light just fade from her eyes as she slumps over the table.
The drink always gets the best of us. I'm going to stand up and walk away.
Okay, I rush over and see this whole debacle unfold
Strength
here.
check.
Um,
I'm going to try to stop her and let her know nothing
Really?
can be done.
all right, well, I push him out of the way to try to get to
you
this
gotta
woman.
roll on this.
I need athletics versus athletics to see who pushes who out of the way.
24.
Okay.
I
You said
push-
athletics?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just watching this. Actually, I'm not. I'm making a castle out of meatloaf. I don't fucking know.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I think that means you win.
No,
got a
I got 24.
Oh, dirty 20, so not natural 20. Do
You got
want
24? Oh, I didn't hear that.
Do you want to use your inspiration or bless?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Can I use that in return if she uses it against me?
You have one inspiration remaining if you'd like to try roll it better. Yes.
I don't want to try to roll it better, but if she rolls higher, can I use it
26.
That's higher than what I can even make.
It's higher than what you can make.
Oh, I have a small friend
You
now.
have a small friend while this is all going down.
I'm just like playing.
So like you're able to push Sir Mar out of the way, and I assume perform some variation
I feel
of the
like she
Heimlich
palms
maneuver.
his head, like, move.
Oh, yeah, just full on
Yeah.
Hey,
out of the way to get
I
to this
scored
woman.
24.
Try to get
It's
her.
not just pushing me away.
With
Sorry.
my 7-foot muscle mommy frame, yes, it is.
Hand on your head.
I'm gonna gnaw at your fucking palm, dude.
Just like you right there, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, push out of the way. And I go to this poor woman, and I try to give her the Heimlich maneuver with my strength and try to help her if I can.
Don't break her back.
I'm not.
You can give her a good shock to get her heart back into rhythm.
Well, can I first try to give her the Heimlich maneuver to see if I can get her to upchuck anything? Do I need a roll for that?
Probably.
No.
Uh,
I would if you want to roll just an attack to see if you hit her. I think any level of hitting.
Non-lethal hitting.
I mean, am I doing strength on it or what?
It would just be like an unarmed attack, so it'd be D20 plus your proficiency and strength.
I was gonna say, I mean, like the strength modifier, the +5 I have. Is that what you're saying?
So what's your D20 roll? Let's start there.
11.
Okay, that already hits, so you don't even have to add anything to it. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're able to have her upchuck the shrimp, not the boogie.
this is gonna cause problems for me. Why would you do that? I left her to die.
I know. Why would you leave her to die?
She wasn't ripe enough.
I'm reading right now, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is the woman okay? Is she still alive?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you saved her.
I saved her.
so
Good.
happy. I'm so happy.
I just turn around and just just dagger straight at you, just full on glaring.
I do believe she thinks that you are magnificent, sir. I think so too, Sir Griswold.
Wait,
I mean, I am brilliant.
Elvie, are you still dancing with
No,
that dude?
I'm playing with my illusion friend that has been conjured for me at the table.
Is it patty cake?
Yeah.
Well, I do say, you all seem to be having a marvelous time, and I have as well, but it seems that the event is coming to a close. Shall we abscond with our cart and head to Club Levantis?
The fuck is that?
Indeed.
Sure.
Excellent.
Anything
You
to get him
don't
away
know
from this
Club
lady.
Levantis.
You don't know Club Levantis.
These petty commoners, am I right, sir? No, of course, Sir Griswold. You are always right.
Dusk is falling as the coach clatters through cobbled streets. Lanterns are beginning to light the roads. Laborers, beggars, and children mill past the coach as it heads towards the nightlife district, where you arrive at Club Levantis, where well-dressed, armed bouncers guard the doors to the candlelit nightclub. You see zookeepers leading exotic animals bound by silk tethers through the luxurious hall, and all manner of nobles and socialites chat and laugh amid the live music. What's Is this live music? That's club music, right?
Should be like,
I don't have any music prepared for this. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
I want to
You're
take
charismatic.
struts. I want to take struts with the beat, throwing my hip thrusters in full swing.
He's King Julius from Madagascar is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Perfect. For the sake of time, there are, similar to the luncheon, there are people in here that you must impress. And two of you, I will read them all off, and each of you will pick two who will be your job to impress.
Okay.
Too easy.
So get ready
As we gather in our little fucking triangle. I'm sorry, square. We still got circles involved.
I need everybody
my
to make
gosh.
an insight check, and you may use your inspiration to do so. And your your inspiration.
All right. Nat 20 with +4, so 24.
Beautiful.
16.
21.
21. You all nailed it. So here's the deal. You got the bartender, E12. He's impressed by hearty drinkers, and he's offended by drink refusals. You have the zoo master, Mr. Majestic. He's impressed by nothing and offended by everything. There's a musician, Rhea. Actually, I'll just say the thing. So they got the bartender, you've got the zoo master, you've got the musician who's impressed by skilled musicality and offended by poor singing. There's an illusionist impressed by necromancy, offended by evocations. You have a model impressed by feats of strength and offended by drink offers. And finally, you have a mobster impressed by thieves' guild connections and offended by flattery.
I'm taking the necromancy, and I'm taking the guy that's offended by everything.
All right.
Oh, dear God.
So we've got Sir Mar, you've got the illusionist and the zoo master. That leaves the bartender, the musician, the model, and the mobster.
Okay, say that one more time.
Yep.
The last ones.
Bartender, musician, model, mobster.
I'll take bartender and mobster, if that's okay with Ilvi.
I'm not strong.
So the
That's what I said.
the bartender's impressed by hearty drinkers and offended by refusing drinks, and the mobster is impressed by thieves' guild connections and offended by flattery. That would leave the musician impressed by skilled musicality and offended by poor singing, and the model impressed by feats of strength, offended by drink offers.
Fuck it.
All
I'll
right.
take those two.
Model, musician, Ilvi. All right, Sir Mar, we're going to start with you. You approach Yarda, the illusionist.
Hello, good sir.
Hello.
Are you impressed with my best friend? My advisor, no less. He is very witty and very stinky. You
That
are
looks like a fresh corpse.
I'm gonna turn his head slowly. I am not fresh, but I am in my prime. I'm gonna tilt his head back as his jaw slightly dislocates, and I rush to throw it back up onto his face.
Perfect. Make me a charisma check of your choice. I assume persuasion. Yeah.
17 plus 4, 21.
All right. All right. You successfully impressed the illusionist. Azula, would you like to go
Yes.
to the bartender or the mobster first?
Let's do the bartender.
All right. You approach Irog, the bartender. What can I get you?
What's the strongest drink you have, my good sir?
Ah, a hearty drinker. I like it. And he's gonna pour you without telling you, because I don't want to come up with a name on the spot. This is our strongest drink. Only the hardiest can drink it without passing out immediately.
Well, I like a challenge when I see one.
Go ahead and roll a charisma check. Or not charisma, I'm sorry, a constitution save.
That was like that
Yeah,
was
sorry,
not good.
my bad.
You're good. You said your Constitution.
Yep.
All right.
I need like actual club music. This is just making me want to play
17.
Assault on Gumdrop Mountain again. 17. You successfully drink the strongest drink you've ever had, and you do feel buzzed, but you are still standing, and you earn Erog's
Yes.
respect. Ilvi, would you like to go to the model or the musician first?
Who's a
Leo?
musician?
All right. The music. Would you like to try to play us? He's sitting in the corner, kind of playing a song. And this one, it's called Wonderwall. And he's.
Baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me, 'cause after all, you're my Wonderwall.
Roll a performance to see how well you sang that song.
I think I just want death.
Good.
That was so
Today's
loud.
gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
Oh god.
I don't believe that anybody. 19.
19. Oh, what? And he notices you in the crowd and gives you a little head nod and like even gestures you to come up and sing on stage with him. And you have thoroughly impressed the musician Rhea. Sir Mar, the Zoo Master, Mr. Majestic.
I'm gonna walk up to him, lean slowly on whatever table or bar we're at, or wall.
You
Gonna
it's
slowly
rude
look at
to
him
lean.
and say, "Indeed. But how do you feel about slavery? Persuasion?"
Oh god, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with you?
19.
Oh my god.
I think it's incredibly offensive.
I agree.
Oh my god.
But I suppose on that we can agree. And with that one that he rolled, you have successfully earned the respect of the Zoo Master. Azula, the monster.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus fuck.
Twitch Montgomery shuts down the stream after the TFCA music was sung.
Oh
Do you have any
god.
Thieves Guild connections?
Guild connections not to my knowledge, just Dragonborn clans.
Okay. You could deceive them into knowing or into thinking that you have connections, or you can just, I should have said, you can just choose not to try to impress these people. That is your prerogative. If you don't feel like there's anything you can do or anything you can say.
Yeah, I was just I can't really use flattery on him or anything like that because that's his big offensive thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was just say, just maybe go up to him and just be like, so, I hear you got connections, you know people, I know people. Who are the people you know? Just try to be on level with him.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
I got.
The people I know are probably the same people you know.
Well, I don't know. It depends. Who are the people that you know?
Well, you know, the people that you know might know the people I know when they knew the people that we knew back when those people didn't know the people that I know that you know that we know that you know.
Ah. So those people. I got
Those
you.
people. Roll
Yeah,
a deception.
I gotta go down to my deception. I got.
Just in the background.
What the fuck was that? Okay. I got a 15 after my deception check. Or the added to it or whatever.
Spilt my drink for that.
The mobster will just give you a knowing nod as you have earned their respect.
Yes. Awesome.
Ilvi, finally the model. They are impressed by feats of strength and offended by drink offers.
Is there like any like like a spoon, like a metal spoon anywhere? No, I reach in my pack and I pull out a mess kit with a metal spoon. I want to look her in the eye and I want to bend it.
Are you doing it
I feel like
magically,
maybe
or-
I should have taken the model
No,
after
I'm
all.
bending the spoon.
Okay. Roll a strength or athletics.
I'm not
rather.
strong.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize the model was the strength one until after I chose my two. I apologize, Ilvi.
No, it's totally good. You don't
14.
14. That's a spoon. Yeah. Fuck it.
It's a feat of strength.
She doesn't know how hard spoons are. For all
Yeah,
her-
she's
she
a
knows it's,
fucking model.
Yeah.
She know.
Oh my gosh.
I bend it with my mind.
As you bend the spoon, King Exotic gathers you all up. I must prepare for negotiations in the morning. Let's say we go back to the inn. Rest at last, shall we?
Did I impress you? Lady? Lady, did I impress you?
And she's just like, oh my,
I throw a spoon at her head.
like a withering summer flower. Woman, are you impressed? You arrive back at the Golden Marmot and have a fine evening to yourselves, talking about your day. And at breakfast, King Exotic sits down with the group in his chambers. He implores you to help him decide what to negotiate with the merchant prospectors.
Gnome humping.
Gnome Humpton. Let's see. There's an appendices. Jesus, hang on.
We gotta stop them gnomes from humping the fields.
Yeah, and stealing our flock.
So I'm going to send you this table in our chat. Basically, you get to craft the treaty. One moment here.
We're drafting a treaty.
You're drafting
Us.
a treaty.
We
Basically, and I'll read it for the chat while you're reading it over. Essentially, what's happening is they get to choose what concessions are given and by either party. So, for example, they can limit the coastal territory granted to prospectors, making import and export difficult for them, which will increase the difficulty of the treaty roll by 2. More extreme, they can say prospectors will not be granted any land or access to the Asen territory, and they must immediately withdraw and permanently end all hostilities. That makes the treaty plus 15. It adds plus 15 to the treaty DC. But on the other end, they could say the prospectors are granted ownership of all Asen territory, but will permit Asens to live on the land and make use of it for farming and hunting, and no violence will be committed against the Asen people, which will subtract 15 from the DC. So essentially, you all get to decide what concessions you want either party to make.
I want the
will
people
add
out
up-
of their homeland.
Yeah, so however you want, I'll put on some tavern music here, I suppose. And whenever, if you want to talk it amongst yourselves so that the chat feels involved,
Where's
you're
the
welcome to do so.
the thing?
Click on the April 8th.
Yeah,
He put
I
it in
see
the
now.
yeah.
All right.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to read here. I have given you the Appendix B, the treaty tables. I will not tell you the starting DC, and I will not tell you what modifiers you have gained and or lost through your shenanigans tonight. You do have
So
a
which one
timer.
are we looking over? The concessions or the gains or both?
So you can pick... or sorry, I do tell you. The treaty roll DC is currently 10. And the concessions and gains in the table will add or subtract from the final DC. So you can decide on as many terms as you want. The DC is currently 10. So if you add a whole bunch, it makes it much more difficult. If you remove a whole bunch, it makes it even easier.
Okay.
What's up?
Prospectors must pay recompensance to the Asen people.
That's what I
And
was
then-
looking at.
And then recompense will be paid. Recompense whatever the fuck it is,
Recompense.
will be paid to the Mercenary Guild for the damages and loss of life.
That seems fair because it's like they're paying each other for what happened.
And that puts it as a DC 8.
I want the mercenaries to permanently withdraw. And then we're good.
All right, sorry. What,
Okay.
was
Honestly, both sound good to me.
what were the changes? Or what were the DC changes? Sorry.
Mercenary forces withdraw, and they get paid to the Mercenary Guild for damages and loss of life.
And what are
Recompense.
the plus and minus changes?
It's at a 10 still. +6, -6.
+6, -6. Okay. Do you want to add or remove any other concessions? I don't want to force your hand on it, but that still leaves it as a DC 6 or a DC 10. So you could, in theory, make it more difficult if you wanted to, but you don't have to. I'm just giving you that option.
What about the prospectors gain limited access to all Ocean territory overseen by an Ocean delegation as long as they remain peaceable?
I like that. Yeah.
So that's the -8.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm seeing is all mercenary forces will permanently withdraw and no armed forces will further be introduced. However, prospectors are able to gain limited access to all territory overseen by a delegation as long as everybody remains peaceable, and recompense will be paid to the Mercenary Guild for damages and loss of life.
Ethan, are you good?
Yeah.
Is he choking on a shrimp?
I don't know.
You
What's
good?
wrong?
I'm good.
Okay.
You're good?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You have a bad time?
That's the wrong one. So right now that's a minus, or that's a DC 2, which is really easy, and that's totally fine. I just
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought you all were gonna be like much more aggressive about it. I actually haven't read over these. I'm reading over them.
Not
right
doing
now.
that great right now. So, I was just say, can we take like a 2-minute
Yeah, do we
break
want
or
to take
something?
a momentary break? We're pretty much at the end, so.
Yeah, he's not doing good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. How do we want to handle that? Do we want to just like putz around for a bit? I don't really have a break.
I was just
screen.
say,
We're pretty much done.
What are we currently doing right now?
So now that the treaty is crafted, we're essentially going in front of the guild, proposing the treaty, and that's the end of the adventure.
Okay.
We basically just have to see if the treaty is.
I should say, let's just, while the treaty's being written out, negotiated, Sir Mars having a wonderful time, and he's having many a drink, thinking this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
All right.
Giving alcohol to his advisor as it's
Yes.
pouring out of his mouth, and he's over there in the corner just having a blast, and he passes out.
He
he's
passes
back.
out. Is he back? Oh,
Oh, we
sorry. I
can't.
had you muted for a second. What's up?
I'm alive.
You're alive?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear
And
it.
that's exactly what he says.
Yeah.
he was passed out on the table, and he's just like, I'm alive.
I'm gonna like.
You had
is.
Yeah, you enjoyed the wonderful drink, and while we were all negotiating terms, and you had a little bit too much with you and your advisor there, as it was pouring out of your advisor's mouth.
No, yes, it was, but he always wakens if you just do this to him. And you, like, I force him like nibble on my neck.
Shall we go to the council chambers?
Yes,
That's not King Exotic. I do say, you enter the velvet-draped council chambers where 5 bejeweled and primped merchants, that's dangerously close to pimped, merchants sit around a mahogany table, their attendants waiting with quill and parchments poised. The merchants greet King Exotic coldly. State your case. King Robbie, I say, as he bows to the council, there would be no better speakers than these heroes. Please, I do beg of thee, present our treaty to this fine council.
Do I need to roll a persuasion on this? Do any of us need to?
You don't necessarily have to make a. You don't actually have to like read the treaty that you want, but you just make like a statement or something.
Okay. Then, do we need? Is it advised that we roll persuasion?
No, there's no persuasion check or anything. Just kind of give a sort of a this is why you should agree to it kind of statement.
All right. My dear lords, my humble friends, as you know, as these ravaging gnomes hump our crops and steal our flocks, this is not a conflict that we desire.
Oh,
In
God.
fact, my dearest advisor, he would be best suited to talk of it. I'm going to crank his head. We have come to find that the terms would be best suited if all mercenary troops would relinquish their holdings within King Exotic's lands. And as such, they will be duly compensated for all life lost and all lands re-given to the rightful rulers. I couldn't have said it better myself, Sir Griswold. Do you hear that, you fine folk?
We do. Do you others have anything to say?
I think he said it really good words
Yeah.
happening out of his dead mouth.
All right.
I don't know what else to say in this matter, unfortunately.
Well, you honestly should have read Art of the Deal because at a DC 10, so the initial DC for the treaty is a DC 10. The concessions that you have selected gave you a +6, -6, -8, resulting in a DC of 2.
What?
Who wants to roll to see if the treaty is met?
I'll roll
What did you roll?
19.
A 19. Well, for not being fancy dressed, that's
Excuse
a minus
me,
1.
I am fancy dressed. I'm
The
in a
party
pantsuit.
as a whole
Oh, okay, thank you.
Not fancy dressed, so that's an 18.
Okay.
For refusing to surrender your weapons, that's a 17, a 16, and a 15. However, for beating Professor Corsair in a drinking contest, outgunning Eris Armeline, for keeping the peace during a heated argument, beating Lordling Ferdinand in chess, for preventing Sir Mar and King Exotic from attacking a poor woman performing a parlor trick, for dancing with Reginald, for saving Laurel from choking to death, for impressing the illusionist, the zoo master, the bartender, the monster, the model, the musician, and for the heartfelt statement that Sir Mar performed or gave before the council. You gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 14 to that roll. So you handily convinced the council to agree to the terms. The Ossens are able to keep ownership of a fair portion of their land. King Rami and the characters are regarded as heroes. There are Ossens, of course, who disagree with the treaty, but it is accepted and embraced because it is improvement as the war has finally come to an end. Mordecai will seek you out and pay you the 100 gold each that he promised. And the Mercenary Guild, because they were granted recompense as part of the treaty, the the king is not an enemy of the guild. If they weren't granted recompense, they would have attempted to assassinate him in a few months. And that's that. That is the Treaty of the Tiger King. You have successfully ended a war. Somehow.
Good job.
Good job, kids.
Look at that.
You did it.
I'm not a lord, though.
You know, he did say that he was going to grant you lordship in the Longhorn
Awesome.
Fog. So you are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you are now Sir Mar Divine, Lord of Longhorn Fog.
Oh my god.
I'm a fucking lord, bro.
Yeah. Now, granted,
Oh my god.
it's a faraway land that most people. It'd be like.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm a lord of Timbuktu. Like it sounds made up, but at the same time, you are a lord.
That makes me feel good.
Yes.
Oh god.
Look at that. Y'all have to address me as my lordship now, right?
No.
I think so.
I don't recognize your authority.
Well, if we ever come back to this land, and anyway,
No.
I'm your lord.
No.
But look at that. My original goal of having lord, or my lord, as what y'all call me, it's come true.
No.
It's true. When you said that you wanted to be a lord, and everybody was like, "Oh, no, you can't."
Yeah, I know. It took me 2 sessions. I'm a lord, baby.
Right.
Oh my
I might be a
God.
lord of fucking swamps and goddamn, like, heathens, but fuck. There's a castle under all that mud.
Have you seen the meme that I put on screen?
No.
I have.
You made the world wonderful. Perfection. Oh, that's good. The world wonderwall. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
This
that's
week
good.
at Playotic, we had the Unprepared today. There is no Wild Beyond the Witchlight tomorrow because we are preparing for Extra Life Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 10 games, 34 hours of games with faces you know, faces you haven't seen before. We've got special guests coming in to hang out with us and play games, all in the name of the Extra Life charity to raise money for the kids. I believe we're at $431 so far of our $1,500 for the year, which will be going towards Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Even if you can't donate any money, please be sure to stop on by because we love playing games with our friends, and we could not, will not stream without a coterie of playmates there to hang out with us. Is there anything that we want to say, have to say before I find somebody to raid?
Honestly, I'm a little more surprised there's not more memes.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, I try not to get my hopes up because sometimes they, some of our key meme makers, I'll say, are not always available. But I appreciate the people that do make memes because I never take them
I just
for
thought it was
granted.
funny.
Absolutely. We've got, let's see, I'm trying to find somebody. Do we want to stream Misty Mountain? They're doing Call of Cthulhu at the moment. Alright, raid Misty Mountain streaming. Let them know that we sent you. We're going to get out of here so we can get back to Extra Life planning. But thank you all for hanging out with us. Much appreciated as always. I'm just waiting for this countdown to kick off here. Do we have a raid phrase?
The gnomes are humping our crops.
The gnomes are humping our crops.
Alright, let me get that typed up.
I love the
Sometimes
fact that I can sow discord amongst kingdoms
Actually, I
while
kinda
leaving
like
them in peace.
stops. That gives there's somebody's poison in the water hole
Watering hole,
vibe.
yeah.
All right, I hope to see you all Friday, 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time to kick off Extra Life. We got two games that night. See you then. Love y'all. Bye. 1 second. Let me get us off.
Rob.
Yep, I think you're good.
Okay.
Yep.